We begin tonight with growing tension nationally hitting home. Good evening, I'm Sydney Moore.
And I'm Chad Silver. The first 2 months of the new administration have seen protests opposing President Trump's plans. Senator Thom Tillis' office has seen that pushback. His office says protests like this one in Greensboro have turned into escalating threats.
Now some staff are working remote. WFMY News' Susan Nixon Norman heard the senator's concerns and got reaction from groups pushing back.
The office of U.S. Senator Thom Tillis says the number of death threats and disturbances it's seen have staff worried about safety. Local Democratic groups say this is not their intent, that death threats do nothing but hurt their pushes for change.
There have been several protests outside of Senator Thom Tillis' office in recent weeks, pushing back against President Trump's policies and Elon Musk's position. Tillis' office says both the senator and his staff have received a large number of death threats, something Guilford County's Democratic Party chair, Kathy Kirkpatrick, disagrees with.
Death threats are unacceptable, any way, shape, or form. We are not here to threaten someone's life. Their livelihood, as a senator, yes. Their life, as a person, absolutely not.
Here's video from Tillis' office, where protesters stood outside of his Greensboro office that sits next to medical offices. Tillis' office says it's caused a disturbance.
To be extremely disruptive and intimidate people is it's not helping. It's making things worse.
A spokesperson for the senator also says that Capitol Police are recommending the senator's employees to work remotely when they know there's a scheduled protest.
That's why we have protests outside. Yell and scream outside. Don't yell and scream at the people inside. They're just doing their jobs. They're just doing their jobs, you know, and they don't deserve the hatred and intimidation that they're receiving.
Tillis' office specifically singled out the local group known as Indivisible Guilford. It sent us a statement saying in part, quote, "Indivisible Guilford County volunteers exercise their First Amendment right to assemble peacefully in conjunction with other pro-democracy groups and individuals. Indivisible Guilford County condemns all violence and threats of violence. Our activities focus on issues and policies," end quote.
Tillis' office says it won't apologize for prioritizing the safety and security of his staff by keeping them home. Local Democratic groups want to remind folks that those threats could come from random citizens and not members of their group.